Hey y'all, it's me. It's Lady B. I crack myself up sometimes. How are you? I pray that everyone has had a wonderful day. I know I said y'all would not hear from me for a little bit, but as I was cooking my HelloFresh meals, shout out to HelloFresh. The Lord gave me something, and I believe that someone who is going to see this video needs to hear this message. So we're gonna try this mindful moment. I want to talk a little bit about being your own barrier, and this is something that I have experience with more recently last year when I had the opportunity to apply for a managerial position, something that I never saw myself doing. Never really wanted to be a manager. Like, I was cool, as long as I had a supervisor that I felt like, had my back. And I don't do well with micromanaging. And I had a great supervisor at the time, right? I mean, like, perfect. And well, she was offering this chance to be a team lead for my team. And I was very nervous about that. And a huge barrier for me, I guess, was the fear of changing the dynamics of my team. And I say that because one thing that you will learn about me is I absolutely love my job. And I love the people that I work with. Like, I genuinely love them. I love them. And I was so afraid that they would see me differently, that I almost didn't apply for it. And I was talking to my husband about it, and I appreciate his patience, because I know he was probably like thinking, you better apply for that job. And a couple of my friends said the same thing, and ultimately the dynamics would change anyway because we were having someone else in this role. And then what really, honest to God, like, as God is my witness, the thing that really pushed me to just go ahead and apply was the fact that at least we would still be our own team. It wouldn't be anybody else coming in. And this is not saying that, there wasn't anyone that we were working with that wasn't qualified for this position. Not saying that at all. But the closeness that we have within my team, I did not want that to go away. And so that's what made me really nervous. And then, of course, I had doubts that I would be able to fulfill those duties, really, and to be the team lead that they deserve and that they need. So, long story short, effective October of last year, I am the team lead. And I've received so far nothing but good comments, positivity from my team about my role, my style, and me just being that support for them. So I'm very grateful for that, because that is very important to me. So, but I feel like someone that is going to see this video has been struggling with being their own barrier and not pursuing something because of fear. there's so much that I feel like I want to say, and I hope I'm able to get it all out. I wish I could just write this stuff down, but I feel like, I should just be able to speak it. And I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone, right? Because that's what this channel is all about. And so the thing that really struck me as the Lord was giving this to me was, if God has shown you something that you are supposed to be doing, but you're not doing it, it's like a smack in the face to God, right? Because ultimately you're saying you don't have faith. You don't have enough faith in God to be with you while you're doing this new thing. Does that make sense? So if we are complacent and just staying in this area, this box, because that's what we're comfortable with, what do we need faith for? What do we need faith for? Doesn't that completely defeat the purpose of faith? We are supposed to put our faith in God. Not saying that it won't be scary. I mean, that's, again, the whole point of having faith, right? We're supposed to trust God. So trust God. You already know what you're supposed to do. God has already shown you what you're supposed to do, but instead, you are being your own barrier. Whether it's in a relationship, you're supposed to get out of that relationship. You keep making excuses. You're being your own barrier to your happiness and your sanity. It's a business that you're supposed to start. God has given you the gift of entrepreneurship, but you're being your own barrier, and you're not only missing out on your blessings, but you're missing out on the blessings of other people, and you're missing out on blessing other people with your business. What are you afraid of? Is it failure? Because the only way you fail is if you don't try. And so last year, I started stepping outside of my comfort zone a little bit more, accepting more speaking engagements with work, and just owning my seat at the table, because I have worked hard for it and I deserve it. Period. That's what it is. And so I promised God that this year would be a year of yes for me, and for God, rather, because I am tired of being my own barrier. And so I pray that this message blesses at least one person. I just needed to bless at least one person, and then I would feel, absolutely complete. But I believe that it will. I believe it will actually bless more than one person. So that's all that I can think of right now. I believe I said everything, but if I didn't, I guarantee you I'll be back. It may not be tonight, but I'll be back soon. And God bless you. Make it a blessed day.